Good morning, adventurers. It is now day 29. We begin our 5th week out on the river. I am showing you a navigational aid on the bank of Red Wing, Minnesota. This is at river mile 791.2. Now, there is another mile 791.2 on the lower river. This is on the upper river. And we haven't discussed how these are counted. So, the mile markers on the upper river, which we've begun seeing since passing through the Twin Cities, because they're there for commercial navigation largely. They count up from the confluence of the Ohio River and the Mississippi River at Cairo, Illinois. So that would be mile 0 by the reckoning of the upper river. Immediately downriver of that, it begins again, and I'm not sure what the mile is, but it's something on the order of 1100. That counts up from head of passes, which is where the Mississippi splits into 3 rivers and issues forth to the Gulf of Mexico. So they both count up as you travel upriver and down as you travel downriver, but it's 2 identical sets of numbers, essentially, counting down to 0. So in any case, 791.2 here at Red Wing. That means we have just under 800 miles to get to the Ohio River, is what that amounts to. Okay, so what's on tap for today? Ahead of us is Lake Pepin. Lake Pepin is a natural lake that I think perhaps is augmented by a lock dam. There's still plenty of locks up here. We have, let's see, we've done 3. We have 26 more to proceed through. Maybe 25 if we skip a chain of rocks there in St. Louis. We haven't decided. But Pepin is just a long kind of finger lake that exists naturally in the flow of the Mississippi River. So it'll be a big flat space, big flat water for about 20 miles, and it might be somewhere between 5 and 10 miles downstream of us now. So in any case, a hard paddle. There's a couple small communities along Pepin that we might take advantage of to not paddle its length all at once, but it's largely just a big old long lake. Like much of the Mississippi is behind a dam. But more to the point, mentioned when wrapping up day 28 last night is that we met some partiers on a party barge. It sits just across this little bay at the fuel dock across from us here. We were invited to take a tow from them. The degree to which they're capable of towing us is yet to be established. I can't speak for both of us, but I know I personally am a little nervous about towing our loaded vessel. If it was possible to load it onto the sun deck or something along those lines, I'd be all for it. We're thinking about cheating across Pepin. We'll see, and how serious their offer was. Oh, pardon. As they were drinking and hosting us merrily last night. It still remains to be seen as well. They invited us for dinner, but we had a little continental that was included with our motel stay, so we took advantage of that, or I have. I've left Jamie in bed. I wanted to get back and check on the boat, and just to kind of see how the day is shaping up and take some thoughts and time for myself. Yeah, Red Wing. I'll be sorry to see you in the rearview mirror. It wasn't a great river town experience like we've had at other places. There we go. We're gonna get underway when we got ourselves organized. We may or may not be taking advantage of motorized option to get a little further down the river, which I'm truly not opposed to. We're still taking the river, and we'll see what comes of that. Hope you're all doing well. We will give you more reports as they take place.
You know, watching YouTube is easy, but sometimes it's hard to find content you like. There's a couple things we can do about that. If you happen to like the content you're watching now and would like to see more of it, there's an easy thing to do. See that little share button down below the screen? It's right about here. It's got a bell on it. If you push that button with your finger on a touch screen or with your cursor if you're using a mouse, that will allow you to get notifications when we release more content. If you think this content is good enough that other people should be privy to it, and it comes into their feed to suggest they might want to watch it, hit that like button. It's the one with the thumbs up. Don't do the one like this. That's bad. This one's good. That means that more people are likely to see our videos and maybe watch them. If you'd like to share this video with some of your friends, here's what you can do. Hit that share button, and that will allow you to copy a link to this video. You can attach that to a text, an email, or even in your favorite social media like Facebook or Instagram. You know, sharing videos is easy. It's the right thing to do, and it's a delicious way to do it.
Off go our new friends from Alma, Wisconsin, and our opportunity to potentially get a tow. I think it honestly is just as well. As attractive as that offer was, they don't really have the setup that would make things viable. Towing wouldn't be ideal. They were nice people and we probably would have had a good day, but I would have been worried about the boat the whole way. So, Pepin under our own power. Alright folks, it is now day 29 as indicated. We've gotten underway. This, I'm guessing is the Katie Lee. I can't quite make out the name of this one, but this one's gone back and forth a couple times with some sort of dredging operation. A little past 9, I think. Not entirely sure of the time. And I have a spot picked out on the map that's about 30 miles downriver. It is an aggressive paddle for flat water, which we're coming into Lake Pepin, so it'll be on the flat side. Brandon Marie. Alright, well, we're moving anyway. Our friends are well ahead of us, having left close to an hour before us, and if they lollygag, we'll catch them up. Okay, quick stop by Fine Sheriff's Deputy of Goodhue County, checking up on our registration. We are not registered in this craft, and he just gave us a little warning ticket. We were under the understanding that we didn't need one, not being residents of Minnesota, and he thought of that differently, but just gave us a warning anyway. We'll be another 3 or 4 days in Minnesota, maybe 5, depending on how things go. So we made it this far, but there we go. Apparently we may not understand the law correctly, and we'll work to get on down to Iowa and resolve the issue henceforth. This, folks, is essentially the start of Lake Pepin. It's a long lake that's basically just a wide river here, but really slows things down, obviously. When the river widens, it slows because there's more space to carry the same amount of water. Characterized largely by big bluffs and hills on the Minnesota side in my memory, and that's represented here. And we got 25, 30 miles of this. So away we go. Okay, just prior to noon, we are on Lake Pepin, as indicated. Very calm, next to no current. There is actually current, but it's, yeah, might as well not be. But the wind is super calm. It's a great day to be out here on the lake if we're going to be out here. Lakes aren't fun because they're just eternal and paddling. But we just took ourselves a little nap. Or I did. I think I might have dozed off 15, 20 minutes. And Jamie wasn't bothering me to get going, so I'm assuming he was taking a nap too. But we're going to get going. See what we can do chopping off some distance off this lake. Nearly 2 o'clock. I feel like we're a little bit past halfway across Lake Pepin. I haven't been looking at a map, but that's just a sense I have. This is the Wisconsin side. Switching over there. There is some sailing going on, although not much. The wind is really low, so can't do any proper sailing, but the sails are up on a couple of boats out here. I'm guessing that there in the distance is, let's see if we can zoom in. Oops, not that far. What just happened? All right. I'm guessing that that is Lake City, although I'm not certain. That's my best guess. That was our original, or my original thought for a takeout, but it's still early. My mind is getting bored with this because it just drones on and on. It's the same thing again and again on the lake. You're just taking strokes with your paddle. But my body's still in good shape, and the weather is great today. I can't imagine a better day to be crossing this lake. So I'm thinking, I haven't discussed this with Jamie, but he's generally of a mind to get more mileage. So I think I don't think I'll have to talk him into that. That's kind of the direction I'm going. He's got a place another, I think, 9 miles up the coast there, or up the shore of the lake rather. That's got a brewery there that we could check out. But we got to make it there by 8. That's when they close. So we got 6 hours to do this, and that should be plenty of time. It's just a matter of keeping focused and keep stroking. So we'll talk it over, and once we arrive somewhere, we'll let you know what happened. Thanks for watching. Okay, this is practically a wrap-up of day 29, and the train is ubiquitous in this section of the river. You see and hear it a lot. We have conquered Pepin. We made it all the way across. We did 29 river miles, all pretty much flat water, and we are in Reed's Landing at a little brew pub, and about to partake of a couple of Oktoberfest beers and some German fare. So feeling pretty good about that. Now, we haven't sorted out where we're going to camp yet tonight, but Jamie's buddy Frank has joined us. You want to be on YouTube, Frank? Sure. Okay, this is Frank. He's here with us. He's on. That's his bike. So he rode in to meet us from parts unknown. But we're sorting all that out. We're going to have a meal and some beers and become acquainted. Although Frank and Jamie know one another, I'll get to meet both of them, and we'll sort this thing out over some broken bread.